Hey.
Okay, guys. We're in the middle here. Go ahead.
Hi, Jake.
What's good?
Congratulations on the win.
Why is everyone so tired? Just wanna, what's good? We get some energy here. This is history right now. Barley House.
Now, Jake, obviously, congratulations on the win there. You went the full 8 rounds with Tyron Woodley. Just tell me, assess your performance for me in there.
You know, I'm always very hard on myself. I think a true champion is very hard on themselves. You know, I got the W, and I'm happy, but you know, I'm a perfectionist. I'm a knockout artist, and because I didn't get the knockout, I'm just like, damn. But it is what it is. He's one of the greatest welterweights of all time, 5-time UFC champion, and he came game. You know, he knew that this was gonna be a war, and he brought that to the table. So I'm very happy. Like I said, he's been fighting 7 times as long as I have. So for me to come in there and have a dominant victory, let's be honest, that wasn't a split decision. What is the judge looking at? You know, I landed 71 punches. He landed 52. So, you know, I learned a lot tonight. First time going past 4 minutes. First time in an 8-round fight. No one's doing 8-round fights at 4 fights in.
I just ask as well, obviously we're from the UK, we've got an interest in Tommy Fury being here. There was an altercation outside in the hallway. Could you just elaborate what your side was and what your take on that?
Yeah, look, the guy really had nothing to say. You know, he had a mediocre performance against my sparring partner. All credit to Anthony Taylor. He's a tough guy. But you know, Tommy Fury is supposed to be this tough, big bad guy, legendary bloodline. You know, I got into his face and I let him talk. I don't really have anything to say to him. You know, at the end of the day, I hired him to be here. I gave him an opportunity to shine. I don't really have anything to say to him. I don't really have any bad blood. I just said, yo, like, tell your girl, get out of my DMs. At the end of the day, will we see that fight? I would run that shit easy. You know, that's an easier fight than Tyron, in my opinion, but who knows?
West.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But sorry, but like, people are like, oh, he's a real boxer, fight a real boxer. Okay, maybe let's run it. Real boxer.
The real boxer went 4 rounds, right? The real boxer went 4 rounds.
He's still a boxer.
Against someone who is inferior, all respect to Anthony Taylor, to Tyron Woodley. Jake did tonight what Tommy Fury has not done. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe the numbers will come back from Britain, pay-per-view will be big, and Jake will have interest in it. But until then, it just doesn't make any sense.
If he sold a lot of pay-per-views in the UK and we're impressed with the numbers, sure. But I put him on this platform, so we'll see what happens.
Right here.
If the challenge to ever fight someone in MMA, if it was Tyron or someone, along those lines, is that something you would ever consider? I know you just got into boxing, but would, MMA, UFC ever be something that you would consider?
Not right now, man. Shit, I'm just getting warmed up, I'm a boxer at the end of the day. I haven't trained MMA at all. I'm only 4 fights in. Let me prove myself in this sport first.
Right here.
Jake, so I understand, it takes time. If I look at Floyd Mayweather's record, I don't remember his first 10 opponents. So I'm asking you, do you think your next opponent should be somebody like Tommy Fury, or would you want to take Woodley on again and have a more convincing victory until you call out somebody like Tommy Fury?
Yeah, look, I mean, no, like you said, no one's doing, saying this as humbly as possible, no one's doing this big of fights, 4 fights in boxing history ever. No one watched Floyd's 4th fight. Canelo fought a guy who was 0-0 in his 10th fight. I'm taking on world champions, 5-time UFC champion in my 4th fight, selling out arenas in my hometown. If Tyron Woodley gets the tattoo, he better get it fast, because otherwise we're gonna book a different opponent. I told him if he wants to get the tattoo, put it on his Instagram.
Permanent tattoo.
Permanent tattoo. Then maybe we'll talk about it. But to be honest, I won convincingly. We're gonna go back to the drawing board. But I think I proved a lot tonight and proved a lot of people wrong.
Keith, right here.
Jake, you caught you with a good right hand, obviously, in the 4th time. Can you take us through that sequence and how you were able to overcome that?
Yeah, look, this is boxing, I hadn't been hit up until that point in any of my fights with 10-ounce gloves. So that's the first time I take a shot with 10-ounce gloves. I repeat, that is the first time I took a real shot with 10-ounce gloves in 4 fights. I ate it. It was a good shot. This is boxing. If you're a mechanic, you're gonna get dirty. But I proved I have a chin. You know, boom, get hit, come right back. Okay, cool. You got that round with that shot. No problem. I learned from it. I made adjustments, and he didn't land it again for the next 3 rounds. So it is what it is, you know. I like that I got hit. I licked my gloves after that shit. Let's go.